CIT380 group recording, working on our professional report. And you did resources as well, Summer?
I did. I'm back now. I finished next week's.
What?
Oh, I didn't. Never mind. I missed an assignment. No, I didn't. Never mind.
And who did cost plan? Dan? Oh, Ross did that one.
No, Summer did.
Oh, Summer did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Because her scope ended up being basically the same thing as.
How does this?
Yeah, sorry for switching up with you, Michaela. I didn't know that you took that one, so I just went on to another one.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My phone, I've been in Utah for a wedding all week because my cousins decided to get married on a Wednesday and have dinners and everything on a Tuesday. So
That's so weird. I went to a wedding like that 2 weeks ago. It's like all the rage now. Wednesday weddings? Seriously?
Who does that? Like, you have to schedule your whole week and screw everything up, but...
Perfect. Wedding Wednesday.
Well, she wanted to do it early so that she could get on her cruise and not have to get up early in the morning. So it was very selfish, but that's what she did.
Wait, let me guess. Carnival cruise to Catalina Island.
I think they're going to the Caribbean, and I don't know what cruise it is, but yep. So, yeah, so like I didn't have my laptop with me for most of the time, so it was like on my phone, and my phone wouldn't let me like edit that thing without downloading an app, and I was like, I don't have time for this, so I just emailed what I would do.
I saw that, by the way, so it was alright. And it's going to be late anyway, so it's like it mattered after all, so sorry about that.
Okay, so this is what our summary looks like. There's a dearth of publicly available reviews. Oh, wow, I need to hold on. I need to edit that part. Actually, I don't know. I feel like that flows well. I love that word dearth. That's one of the best words ever.
I have a question. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'm always gonna say, when I was doing the risk assessment, I was supposed to ask every team member like what they think would be problems for our projects. But since we weren't, I don't know. But what do you guys think?
Just because we're going to need to for next week's document as well, so that would be a really good thing to still discuss. But I think that potential risks are like, I guess within the scope of getting it done for this class is getting it done, but like big game project problems could be like illegitimate reviews. If we're not really careful, then we can get sued for slander with a website like this, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I came up with. So I don't know what you guys think. Because I was researching and I found that a doctor sued a website because a patient put some stuff about the doctor online, and then that really kind of messed up with the doctor's reputation.
Yeah.
So I think you have to be like really careful.
My thoughts about that were I was at a doctor's office recently. They have some seriously terrible reviews, and so they have a new doctor who came to work there, and she's like, we want you to review us, because they're trying to get their reviews up. So I was like, if we could partner with the hospitals and be like, hey, we're a review system, we're working for you and for the customer in an unbiased way. That way they can't, because I know hospitals do, you're fine, do quality assurance, because like every time I had a baby, they called me like 6 million times to ask what I thought, you know.
Yeah, they do.
So, yeah, so I'm like, if we had a system for them to use, I'm sure they'd be like, super, that's great. And then the doctors couldn't turn around and sue us because it's like, well, you asked us to do it. You asked to use our system.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
if this were to go live, that's...
Yeah.
I'm posting a professional report on the thing, sorry. Just letting everyone know.
Thank you for doing that,
I'm
Brandon.
just posting the Google Docs site. I hate when people put Microsoft Word on there.
Guilty.
Then
Well, I've been trying to do...
it. I'm like, oh, I hate you. I don't want to download your stuff on my computer.
Yeah, that's why I try to put a picture in if I have to use Word, because it's like, seriously, I've downloaded... I can't tell you how much stuff I've downloaded for this class. I actually clean up my downloads almost every other day because it's so
That's exactly what I'm
much.
saying. Everything's cloud-based. Why don't you send me a cloud document? Gosh. So annoying.
I don't know how to do that.
It's because we're saying
with your word.
Everyone else is like, what are you even talking about?
Okay, I am sharing my screen with you guys just for that. This is a good learning technique you should learn for your life. Because people that know computers and just in the business world, downloading stuff on your computer is a bunch of crap. So I'm sharing my screen. There's this thing in here. So this is that Google Doc we're working on. Click share.
So, you can do this, by the way, with any document. You don't have to use Word, or if you do use Word, copy and paste it to a Google Doc.
Yeah. Then copy this link, and then over here on our site, I just post that link. So then, I guess I could make it better. Then you can click on
Yeah, and
this.
make sure you have it open in a new window. I hate it when they try to open it inside the iLearn window. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do that, you'll click insert, and then whenever they click on this link, it goes to the document like this. Boom. Oh, nope.
Ah, that's all right. It'll be fine.
I like that better, though, because I don't want to sit there and download everyone's project on my computer, and then someone puts some code in it that just destroys my computer.
When I do that, people cannot open it. If I have a Mac, and people say they can't open my stuff, so I have to convert it into a Word document. So
Well,
they can
tell
see
them too bad.
it. Even my teachers do that to me. I can't open your things, so I have to convert things into a Word document so you can see it.
I guess you
Sometime, Ruslan, you and I should get together, and I bet I can solve that problem for you.
Okay, sounds
I'm not
good.
a CIT major for nothing.
You just have to do this or something. You have to make sure they can view.
Okay.
And just make sure all that's right. Like, don't do this off. Because then if you do that, and then you copy the link, then no one's going to be able to get onto it. So.
Okay.
So, next week, let's talk about next week. We need to start working on it like this weekend instead, because it's another big presentation.
Okay.
Who wants to do the video this upcoming week?
Wait,
All right.
hold on. I do it the week after, only because I have an ITIL test that I'm not excited for at work.
All right. That's fine with me.
But if no one wants to do it, I will do it. It'll just, I
can
Yep.
do it. Yeah, let me check my work schedule.
Okay.
Because I think next week I'm a little bit more free.
This week I was like, oh, I could just do it again, but then I actually completely lost my voice. Like, I could not talk for almost 4 days. So I was like, oh, I really can't do it. Like, the day I recorded our last video presentation for last week was the last day I could talk for like a week.
Okay, I can do it. We'll just have to sign up to do that one thing with the people.
So for the presentation, so we just talk about our documents, everybody's documents or stuff. Is that what we do? I guess a summary of the documents. Is that what we do?
You know, I'm going to be totally honest, I'm not entirely clear, because last week, to me, it was very clear what needed to be done, and this week, I don't know what Dan's going to do, because it's pretty confusing to me. So My best suggestion would be to email him and be like, so I'm not really sure what directions should go. I don't know.
Okay.
So sorry, Michaela, you get to figure that out and let us know, I guess, or Dan will. But you could also just talk to the presentation practice center and be like, this is what I have to present on, and I bet they could help you come up with a format and stuff. So I thought that maybe for our topics, it looks like we're gonna be doing these every week in the presentation. I thought maybe we should kind of stick with the same ones we've been doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the same project. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's just we're going to be sending them updates every week is what's happening.
Okay.
So the one that got dropped out is time plan. Who did time plan?
I did.
Okay. So I had 2 that I did, and but there's 5 of these, which is perfect if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people doing.
Okay.
So I guess I'll delete that, and then everyone can just sign up for 1.
Well, which one were you doing? And I'll just take over that one so everyone else can stay with what they did.
Cost results. Basically, you can just look at what I submitted this week and be like, look, we actually kept, because literally we'll follow the exact cost schedule that I laid out.
Okay.
So that'll be a good one for you to take over.
Kayla, it's mine. Oh, did you want it?
No, I'm just saying this one's finally mine.
Oh.
I'm just joking. Never mind.
So we've got those taken care of. We have a quiz next week as well.
Okay.
It's due Wednesday night, and it's a team quiz again. So I suggest one of us open it tonight and copy out the questions again. I can do that, or
So,
like we did last time.
Email, but I don't think we're supposed to do that.
Yeah, you're probably right. That would probably not be considered honest.
Well, there's this thing called Google and everything else. I'm just like, ugh. Anyways. Yeah, so I think his email said we're not supposed to do that.
All right. So instead, I guess we'll just schedule a day and take the quiz at the same time. So what?
Okay, let's go back for a second. So what am I doing for next week for the get, check, execution? Which one am I doing?
What did you do last week?
Scope and risk.
Why don't you pick one of those and Dan can do the other one?
So which one? The
Either
other ones?
Your job is going to be to update us on how we're doing on staying on top of risk or staying on top of the scope. So whichever one you feel more passionate about.
Okay, I'll do the same thing or something different for this week.
I'm doing the same thing because I think it's easier because I'm lazy. It'd probably be better if we varied it, but I'm too lazy. So over here, I can see you're all looking, so I'll just highlight it. Over here, we have some of the things that we need to get done for the website that would be part of the planning phase. So I thought maybe Brandon and I should, if everyone wanted to start tackling them, that'd be great. But these are things that would be done in website planning. So if we're actually going to be planning, we should actually do them. Any input there, Brandon?
Yeah, do you want to do it right now?
Which ones?
Database layout.
That would be a good one to do. Navigation schema, I feel like wouldn't be hard. These two, I don't know. Those are also easy. Color scheme is whatever.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we could do this if possible. We could have. Oh wait, who's doing the summary this week, real quick?
Next week, Michaela's going to do it when she does the video. And you just did it for this week, so.
Yeah, so I did it last week for Saturday, but.
Oh, this Saturday. I see what you mean. The report. I'm doing it.
Okay, I just put the link to this video just down at the bottom, right there, so you know.
Super thanks. I'll get it later.
Anywho, I was thinking that Michaela and Ross, if they wanted to, because I feel like the navigation schema, you don't have to be an IT major to do that. Basically, that's the fun part where you guys just design how well, I guess it's Summer. I mean, Summer, I could work with one of them on doing the database layout, and you could work with one of them on doing the navigation schema. That way it's like, okay, they do this.
That's why That's actually some of the things I picked is because I thought navigation and wireframes, and once we explained what they are, anyone can do a wireframe.
I don't know what a wireframe is.
Okay, so a wireframe is basically like where you lay out, hey, we're going to have this. I'm trying to think if I have one. I'm sure I have one. Give me a second. Sorry. I'm still getting over it. I have not been this sick in a long time, you guys. Oof. But anyway. Where's the open button? Open other presentation. Ooh, you guys get to see my file structure. How exciting. What class did I take last semester? Open this one. No.
I hate that class.
No, it's not OneDrive.
You
That's my
didn't
problem.
need that class?
Huh?
Back-end development? I thought it was so easy. I loved it.
I hated the project at the end because I was just like, I don't want to waste time on a project I'm going to not do in the future. I just hate wasting time on things that I'm not going to use. Make me do a website that I can actually use for something.
Oh, you're talking about front-end development where you had to do the prison-to-prison thing?
No, back end.
Oh, I didn't have to. Oh, I didn't have to do a separate project in back-end. It was all. Oh no, I did. Never mind. I know what you're talking about. I'd be tripping. Okay, I can't find it. But basically, a wireframe is like an outline of what your site stuff is going to look like. So for this, a wireframe would be like a box here that says header, and a box here that says navigation, a box here that says content, or navigation on the side, that kind of a thing. Basic web page structure.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It basically gives the developers something to build with. To be like, hey, this is how I want it to look.
Like this.
Like that.
Let me zoom in on that.
So like a wireframe would include a spot for a header, a spot for a footer. Exactly.
So you put just pseudocode, because that's not English or Italian. Then just basically wired. Okay.
No, that's Latin actually.
Oh. Okay.
I sound super cool because I know that, but I'm not super cool. I just know that oh my gosh, never mind. There's a website that generates Latin text for you to use for false documents like that, which I have used before for wireframes.
If I was one of those kids in a movie, I just got a really big, I want to be a movie producer one day, but I would have totally said, boring. Just kidding. Sorry. That was just a perfect movie scene that I was thinking of. I want to make
you're
10 Issues Among the Nephite series in the video. Anyways.
Oh, I love those books.
Boring.
Anyway, so I thought if you guys would be up for doing the wireframe and the navigation, do you understand the basics of what it is, Michaela and Ruslan?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
So you want to
do stuff, basically.
You want us to do it on a piece of paper?
No, you can do it on your computer or whatever's easiest. But for the navigation, what we need as developers is a link that says home to let's see, survey, and then log in to home. It basically just tells us who the parent pages are. Make sense?
Oh, guys, check this out. So if you go to our team folder on Google.
I'm there.
Oh, hold on. Give me a sec. I'm not that fast.
Come on. Step up.
There we go. So create a wired frame inside of a Google presentation, and that way two of you can work on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Perfect.
So basically you can come in here, if anyone's in it with me right now, and you can just do in here shapes. So you could pretend this is your web page. So this would be called Med Review, right? Can everyone see this yet, or is anyone in?
It's live on my feed. I'm sharing.
Oh. Wait, you're
No
sure?
pressure.
Oh, you can see. So yeah,
It's just catching up to you.
you
There
can
you
just do this and basically just make it look like a website. So if two of you were wanting to work on this, that way you don't have to worry So this would be the web page. Maybe you have this thing over here. So this is where we'll have up here the, so slow with this. So this would be our navigation bar. And then down here we add a new shape. Maybe we want to do something cool on the website where we do a pentagon because we're awesome and we believe in the states because we are American. And then you put like a text box. You could say this is where we're going to put links. Right? Is this what I'm getting at, Summer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's exactly.
Basically, yeah. So I'll leave that on there. And then
Well, maybe take the pentagon away. I don't know how to program a pentagon shape on a web page.
Don't get rid of my pentagon.
I mean, you could just use the image, but anyway. So the point is, I thought these would be really good, like, because to be honest, when we get into the development section, there's not really much anyone except for us can do. So I figured if we can hand off as much of the planning as possible, not because we're lazy, just because that way everyone else can be involved.
So you're saying if they do all the planning this part of the semester, in the second half of the semester, me and you just bust out all the
Bust
code
it out.
5 years to do. Ugh. Doesn't sound like fun. But okay.
Basically, it means you guys will work really hard the first half of the semester, and then the second half of the semester, Brandon and I will work really hard. Which sounds not
So
ideal
we
for
are
me,
doing
but
wireframe, color scheme, navigation, and database, right? All these four.
yeah. Well, the database layout, Brandon and I are going to have to do.
Okay.
No offense, but you have to, I did not spell your name right. I mean, you have to know databases to do this, so we'll just do this because that would be that's a really important thing to get straight. But everything else you guys can do, and we'll follow your design to the best of our abilities.
But if you guys do want to do it, this is what it would look like. You gotta do this, and you gotta do this. And you have to have all these files. And all these files are going to have all this code in here, like this. That has a lot of people.
Yeah, nope.
And
If
then,
you want to fill the class, sure, I'll do it.
and then all that turns into this. Somehow.
Wow.
You know, it's funny because people who code websites, like, it seems like it's super hard, but it's really not.
It's actually really.
Anyone could learn to do it.
But yeah, like all this is basically all this right here.
It's crazy.
Super easy.
Cool.
Well,
Now,
it seems
will it
super easy now. So, are there any other
You guys are.
He said he's fine with it if you guys are.
Ah.
So, I feel like those we don't need to put like a due date or anything for because we just need them by the end of this like segment. So in the next couple weeks, is there anything else, Brandon, that you could think of that we could like design-wise that would be helpful?
What were the other things that you said? Let's see. They were wireframes, color scheme. That one's cool.
That one's the funnest thing to do. We should do that as a team.
I'll basically I'm just making these Google slides. I'm just calling them. I'm actually going to put all these slides that I just made inside of a folder in our group called our website. So that way they're not like everywhere. But besides that, I can't think of. It's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of the fun part, to tell you the truth. The coding is the part that sucks, because then you have to sit there and do it. But like designing and stuff is pretty easy. Well, at least I think so. I think that's the fun part. I'd rather design it and have someone else code it for me.
Yeah, me
So it's
too.
inside website meta review. So there's like the color design slide. So basically, you could come in the color design, just pick basically make a bunch of like squares with different colors, put them together, and say, oh, okay, this would be cool if we did our website with like these colors and this color.
I always like to go to Pinterest and like look at paint schemes.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll love it because you can do that. Just so you know, the color schemes that are best for a website are going to be like 3 or 4 colors, unless it's like a rainbow, then that's a different story. But like on a palette like this, I don't know how if we'd actually use the whole palette, but I guess it
I
depends.
got one right at the top with the feathers. Gray.
This one?
Yep. That's just me.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys can sign up for those as you want to. They all need to get done, so eventually you need to sign up for them. I moved them over here. So. And the color scheme, let's leave that. Let's have everyone like pick a color scheme and come back, and then we can like vote. No, that might be too hard. What if everyone votes for their own?
I say that the guys aren't involved in that. Because I'd probably pick dumb colors. Actually, I wouldn't, but that's just a girl. So I have better preference.
All right. Well, how about you two can decide that then?
Okay, we will do that.
It's really simple. Like, you guys literally, like, the navigation schemas. Oh, I have to put that one on there. The navigation schemas just basically, like, you just put, if they click on, like, just all the different pages. So we'll have a home page, and then, like, any link on. You don't have to specify the link, but just basically make the pages. So you have a home page, you have a doctor's review page, and just create a template for the type of pages that we have. And I would say no more than 6.
Okay.
I agree. That's more than 6. It's too many web pages.
I would say 5.
I don't know if we can do that though, because well, I don't know. The survey pages can just be 1 page. I was thinking a click-through survey, but that's a pain in the butt. Let's just do it all on 1 page. Anyway, never mind. You guys.
Survey?
No, I
So
changed
are we-
my mind. It's too much work. I
Okay.
retract.
Okay, good. Because I was like, oh, kill me now.
Don't
I
worry.
have a question.
I already said I would do the survey, so you're off the hook. What's up, Ruslan?
Will we have physician review also in the website? Like review patients in facilities too? Or just patients reviewing doctors in facilities?
Well, for the scope of this class, all we're going to have is like a home page and a review page, and the only reviews that we're going to have available for the scope of this class are reviewing a doctor. Actually, let's make it reviewing a medical facility, just so there's no like false slander allegations against us poor students.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, Brandon, I'm just going to let you know, I wasn't planning on buying a URL for this. I was just going to use one that I already have.
Yeah.
So it won't match. Okay.
I could make a new domain on mine. Can you do that, or I could do it as well?
I could do that. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So yeah. So if you have one of those that you feel passionate about, do that. So next week we have these tasks. When are we going to meet next week?
Wednesday works. Oh, I have a meeting at. What time are those meetings?
Did we
I'm
decide
good
that
after 7.
Tuesday was bad?
I'm sorry. What?
I'm just wondering, did everyone decide that Tuesday was a bad day, right?
I'm good
know.
on Tuesdays after 7.
I'm good with Tuesdays. We didn't do this Tuesday because my killer was going to be out of town.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
do we want to do Tuesday at 7?
Yes.
That way it's before Wednesday so we can make sure everything's done on time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'll be good.
Is that good for you, Brandon?
I'm just checking my last thing real quick. I finally think all my groups changed all of their other stuff, so I'm like, yes, it works now. Let me just check something real quick.
I'm checking. Oh, it's down here. Checking TANs. Well, it should be available theoretically.
Oh, perfect. 7 works for me.
Perfect.
Great.
Yay, they moved mine. Yeah, I just have a meeting at 8, so 7 works for me. Great.
Great. And as a heads up, I'm moving in 2 weeks. Not next week, but the week after. I'm going to be moving, and it's like a several-day drive. So I may be in and out of contact that week, but
Okay.
I'll be on top of it. I'm working ahead in my classes, so shouldn't be a problem. Great.
Wait, let's see. 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah. And did you put something up for databases, Brandon?
I
Document?
think I did. I didn't put one up um, for navigation schemes.
All right. I'm just thinking, if you have a document up, then I can kind of be thinking about the database and what tables we're going to need. Because I got to think about it for a few days before I sit down and write. You said you're good with databases, right? Because that's one of my weak points. So
Yep, that's my job.
great. Look at us. We just might get this done, you guys.
We're supposed to fail, is what he said, though. Just kidding.
It's true, he did say that.
He said we're not supposed to build a project. I'm like, whatever. I don't have complete my stuff. My mom told me better.
So we will be taking the test on Tuesday.
Yes.
The group. Okay. And we're not
Does everyone
supposed
have time for that?
Sorry, what was that?
I just asked if everyone has time for that. No one has another meeting or anything that night.
I have a
Like we
meeting.
can stay on.
Sorry.
That's fine. We'll just have to get right to it. And then probably we'll have to meet another day after that. So can we plan 2 meetings next week then? So that on Tuesday all we're doing is the quiz and like a quick are you guys ready to go? And then can we do a Thursday meeting to plan the next week? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I
Sure.
can meet Thursday at 7 doesn't work for me, but I could meet at 8.
Yeah, we can do 8.
Okay. Put it in the calendar.
Alright, so that Google Calendar thing I kind of stopped doing. Oh, you're doing on there. Never mind. I forget which groups I did what with, because I did this Google Calendar thing for one of the groups, and I was just like, no one even uses it, and it was like 50 calendars on mine.
Sorry, baby.
So hopefully Daniel tomorrow will be able to post the video. So
Now that we kind of have a rhythm for it, I think it'll go better in the coming
Yep.
weeks. Like, you know what to expect.
Yep. I don't know if there's anything else. I think that's everything.
Sounds good.
Great. All right.
Okay, dokie. Everybody have a good night.
Okay, thanks,
Thank
you
you.
too.
Wait, I have a question for you, Brandon.
No.
No questions are allowed? Okay, are you actually Blaxican?
Yeah, that's my nickname.
So I grew up in New Mexico, and there are a lot of people there that are, like, they're literally black Mexican.
Uh-huh.
When you first told me your username, I was like, what do you mean Blaxican? I don't get it. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I know what that word, I know that word. That's a word. Anyway, sorry. I'm going to
Nope.
go
I never
now.
heard that word before. That's the first time I've heard that.
I know, it's very rare, huh?
Okay, I'm going to go before I sound anything. Good night.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye.